As a first announcement, I want you all know that I am now a partner of PlayAsia. So if you look at the code on the screen, JAM, if you use that code for any purchases of $20 and above, you can get $3 off of that purchase. So definitely use my code. I know it's getting kind of big. A lot of your favorite YouTubers might have it, but you know, we're a squad. Use my code. What's up, guys? So it's been about a little bit of like a month since my last Sword Online Hollow realization video. There's been news, there's been screenshots and all that kind of stuff, but nothing has been worthy of me, you know, the one and only. I'm just kidding, but nothing has been worthy of me making a video about it. But two things have happened. Now, I've been meaning to make this video, letting you all know that Sword Online Hollow realization is going to have PvP, but like we didn't have much at all information about it. But there's been a interview with one of the guys who makes the game, and there's been two separate posts on Gematsu, you know, about the whole PvP aspect. So the PvP aspect is going to be added in on an update. So I feel like I'm pretty sure the update is going to be a day one update, adding in actually I think up to 20 hours of extra story. Like the games, they said that the story itself will give you about 40 hours plus this day one update, another like 10 to 15 20 hours. And then there also says there's going to be about 3 expansions in a sense, or DLC that you'll get that will also add about 10 to 15 hours each. So you're looking at a very solid, you know, length of a game with all the added additions to it. So that's good, you know. So whatever. And like I said, there's been a lot of information. There's been new characters being added. Just recently, Yuki. They've shown, you know, the mysterious NPC, you know, all that kind of stuff. But like, I just feel like that's nothing that I want to really talk about, because it's like, okay, whatever. But for something that I am very interested in is the whole idea of the PvP, like I said. Now, in the interview, the guy, the first thing he said, I don't know, I forget what the question was, but the first thing he said is, oh, there's going to be PvP added. And so at the start, I was thinking, I don't know what kind of PvP, because this game isn't exactly how it was in, you know, Lost Song. You know, Lost Song, the whole idea of I forget what the heck the area they were in, but that area, the elves and shit, that was a main part of that game in the anime and whatnot was the PvP aspect. You know, Yuki, you know, she was like the best one-handed swordsman, and so that kind of played a whole part in the whole PvP arena and stuff. But then in the whole JAMSQUAD era of the anime, there really wasn't PvP. It was all about surviving, you know, getting through the 100 floors and being released from this death game. But it seems that, you know, I guess they probably got nice feedback from Lost Song PvP, so they decided to add it in again. Now, I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but in the interview, he had mentioned that, okay, they're going to go to a PvP arena, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, it was going to, you know, at one point I was thinking, oh, maybe it's just going to be like some type of time attack for missions. You know, they did something like that in Dragon Quest Heroes 2. So, but that does not seem what it's going to be. It seems it's going to be a full-on, you know, 1 versus 1 or 2, whatever, but you're gonna fight somebody, so it's gonna be full on PvP. So that is going to be very cool, because there was the whole RPG aspect where you try to get weapons and whatnot in Lost Song, whatnot, but like the sword skills were kind of like, okay, you just get your sword skill or your one-handed level up to like 500, you get a new sword skill. So, but like for the whole JAMSQUAD and the whole Hollow part of the Sword Online series of games, you're always grinding for, you know, sword skills, trying to get all that kind of stuff. So that will add a cool aspect to the PvP, because like, okay, I want to go, you know, train to get this sword skill, or grind to get this sword skill. I want to go grind to get this sword skill, blah blah blah. So it just will be very cool, and it'll probably push me to go back play, you know, go back to dungeons, try to get cool sword skills and stuff. So I just think it'll be very, very fun, and I'm excited, because you know what that means. PvP series. Yes. So you guys know me, I'm all about the PvP series. You know, that's where I really shine. That's where I have the most fun making videos on the games and whatnot. So these games coming out, like World of Final Fantasy and this one, I'll probably be just streaming as I play through the game, and the series will come once I've gotten to the end game and I'm ready to, you know, train and all that kind of stuff. So I'm very excited for this. I hope you guys are too. Also on screen, I guess I didn't even mention this, is the first PS Vita gameplay. Now, sadly, it's off-screen gameplay captured, like not direct feed, but it's all we can work with right now. Hold up. Whenever I go to the YouTube page of who made this, like who's videoed it, because obviously it's not mine, I didn't record this, but it's Dengeki Online are the people who got this PlayStation Vita gameplay. So thank them for that. I will leave the full link for the full gameplay if you want to see more of it in the description below. So you can go to the what's like 11-minute video. But I just want to let you guys know about the PvP and show off this first PS Vita gameplay. So other than that, that's all I got to say about this. I am excited for Sword Art Online, and I might have a surprise for you guys regarding Sword Art Online Hollow Realization in the coming weeks, whenever it comes close to release. It's coming out 27th of October in Japan, but then it's also coming 9th of November in US. So I'm just gonna wait to get the US version, not imported, because I could have. But yeah, so I might have a surprise for you guys in the coming months. I said coming weeks regarding Sword Art Online Hollow Realization. We'll see what happens. If you guys are excited, leave a like. But other than that, that's all I gotta say. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace. You see, I'm waiting and they hating, and I'm sipping on my tea. Bad bitch walking past, may I stop you, please? And I'm hungry as a bitch, but this life ain't free. If I'm trying to get this money, I can't really shake a tree. I be working, it's a 3:15. When I stop